And it's round number 2, and I gladly choose to go second, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to, but I'll do it anyway. Now, I'm not quite sure if I should have just wastelanded his land there, but I figure I'll make him think that I'm playing another deck that plays Volcanic Islands and Ponders, which I think may be Omniscience, Sneak and Show, and possibly Miracles. I don't know. He may be on. I'm gonna put him on Storm. That's a Underground Sea. Underground Sea, to me at least, looks like Storm. Okay, so there's a Brainstorm. Still looking like Storm here. I could counter the Brainstorm just outright and just be like, hey, Brainstorm, screw you. And do you know what? I've done that before. I've been, people get so casual with not having their cantrips countered in Legacy that I just don't think they know how to react. While, like, I've spell pierced a Brainstorm because I don't want them to, get a free shuffle off of the Brainstorm, Alright, so he did Brainstorm into Ponder. It still looks like Storm. I still have 3 counter spells in hand, a Wasteland, and a Nimble Mongoose, not to mention the creature that is getting much and much worse in Tarmogoyf. Also, we are approximately 1 month away from Summer Bloom being banned in Modern, probably along with Goryo's Vengeance, and at this current rate, I would have to say Tassiger looks like it as well, but who knows at this point. Okay, so my plan here is to have, spell pierce and then use daze on anything. So I don't know if you've seen the prices of days lately, but I would suggest you not play Rug Delver just because days is so goddamn expensive. Alright, so... And in this deck is 1 foil days, which costs 80 tickets. Mind you, I only played 1 daily event, 4 matches with this deck, and then sold it right back. I'm not sure if you guys watched the latest Modern coverage, but Grixis is apparently all the rage. Who would have thought putting a bunch of counter spells in a deck with burn spells and creature removal would be good? I don't know. It must have been the innovator or the pro, Patrick Chapin, who figured it all out. I was actually working on a Goryo's Vengeance, Grixis Control, Cruel Ultimatum, Goryo's Vengeance. Oh, that's a careful study. Alright, so he's on Reanimator. He's not on Storm. So, in theorem, I guess I'm scared of... What did he put in the yard? I think that's Iona. I don't know, man. I mean, if he puts Iona into play, I gotta win, right? I mean, I still have Nimble Mongoose and Tarmogoyfs, and I can't just, like, get rid of his Ponder right now, though, which kind of sucks. What's good, though, is that he has a fetch land in play. And Ponder, let's say you get 2 cards that you really want off of it, and one of those cards is on top of your deck and you don't want to crack that fetch land, you're kind of stuck in a semi-brainstorm lock. No, but in terms of Modern, it's just getting bad. Like, just unban Deathrite Shaman and all your problems will be solved. Oh, goody, a Delver. Now, to me, to most people, Delver is like, 3/2 greatest creature of all time. To me, it's Force of Will fodder at this point. I would rather have Nimble Mongoose and Tarmogoyfs in play over a Delver anytime. I'll take a guaranteed, like, 3/4 between 2-3 and 4-5 than a potential 3-2. I did enjoy the fact that with all the talk in the last in Grand Prix Columbus of all these crazy Grixis control decks and all these new crazy things and Tasigur running the world and everything, then the top 8 was like you are twin, um, affinity. It wasn't even like, it wasn't nothing crazy. It really wasn't. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I would use days here, but only if I could get to threshold, which is getting just, it's really not easy in this. Oh my god, Gemstone Cavern, or Mine, whatever the hell it is. That's something I wanted to discuss. The whole idea of gemstone mines, or cavern, and I forget the name of the card, and ley lines in your deck. Because if you think, yeah, you can entomb all you want. Unless it's a Jared Golgari Lich Lord, which you can, play it from your graveyard if you sacrifice 2 swamps or something like that. If you're on the draw and you have ley lines, it's kind of like you're losing a card in your hand, but it's not the worst. But if you're on the play and you have a card that comes into play even if it's your opponent's turn, like pre-game actions, it's essentially like you're down a card in your hand. Okay, so I am fully stacked for a counter war here, considering that his deck only plays dazes and other assorted crap. I got Stifle, I got Double Pierce, I got Force, I got Daze. I got Madam for Daze. I don't know why I'm playing out this Delver, but sure, why not? Seems like the thing to do. That way if he plays Elesh Norn, I can get the threshold. My Nimble Mongoose would die, but I would get the threshold. Alright, so what do I bring in this matchup? I don't think dismembers are very good here. Ashen Rider is good, I know, because I played at GP New Jersey, I played Reanimator, I've played Reanimator a lot. They bring in Show and Tell from the sideboard. I also know that Reanimator likes to play Abrupt Decays, so a card like Submerge could actually be very useful here. Pithing Needle also seems fine if I want to name, Grizzy. I don't want to cut too many threats. I don't know if I should be cutting Lightning Bolt. Now, no one explains this to me. I do this all on my own. I don't watch other people sit around and play Rug Delver, because if I did, I'd probably murder myself painfully. So I have no idea what I should be doing in terms of cutting lightning bolts or not cutting lightning bolts. No, but as I was saying, in the GP coverage, it looks like Grixis Delver's all over the place, and it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. My favorite is Grixis Twin, which is essentially Splinter Twin with Terminate. Like, they're resorting to playing cards like Roast. That's when it gets just sad. I mean, come on. Roast? Are you serious, brah? You serious? And I will say brah. Like, you serious, brah? Brah. Alright, brainstorm away, my friend. Brainstorm away. Now, the question is, do I lead off with a Mongoose, or is he just going to combo off here with me having no answers in the hand? That's what I want to know. I do know that the Mana Denial plan in this deck is nutty. Now, you should always try and counter the Entomb because they only have really 4 surefire ways of getting a creature into their graveyard. That's Entomb. Yes, they can use Careful Study or Faithless Looting sometimes, crap like that. But Entomb is the only surefire way of getting that exact card into their graveyard. So what I like here is to counter the Entomb, because they play like 8 to 9 different ways of getting a creature out of their graveyard. So dealing with the 1 creature is much more difficult than dealing with the 2 creatures. Alright, so he's gonna go straight for the Grizzy. Grizzle. I am going to Spell Pierce that. Of which he has 2 mana untapped. What would be funny is if he didn't let this go through and then just played another spell. If I had Force, I would just punish him, but it's alright. As someone who did play Reanimator and will not play it again thanks to a card in real life called Containment Priest, which was printed the week before GP New Jersey when I wanted to go play Reanimator. The thing is that the deck plays Daze. I don't think it plays Spell Pierce. If it does, it plays like 2. Let's see, what's on top? Ooh, Stifle. Sweet, so I can stifle his Griselbrand trigger. Wait, actually, that would be... You know how sick that would be? I can block his... Okay. I can block his Griselbrand with my Delver, bolt it. He goes to use Griselbrand's ability and goes down to whatever. I'm not gonna, that seems a little ambitious. I was gonna draw like 18 cards. No, what I could have done is I could have bolted the Delver, so he didn't gain life. He would still be at 11. He would draw 7 cards, putting him at 4. Have Nimble Mongoose in play, which is my trump card here. It's basically what Invisible Stalker was to Innistrad Draft with Butcher's Cleaver on it. Nimble Mongoose is to Magic. So bolting my own dude, he wouldn't have gained life. He went down to 4. Bolting my own Delver, I would have stifled the first trigger, and then if he would have tried to trigger it again, he would have lost 40. It would have been like a Moto fuck up, but he would have lost like 14 and lost the game. Seems like pretty sweet. But I think right now I am currently losing this race, seeing as my Delver nor Nimble Mongoose currently have lifelink. And I am not playing anything, Feed the Pack or whatever it's called, whatever that terrible card is that everyone's playing against Red, even though Red now has 8 ways of stopping people from gaining life. That's great. Let's just, Wizards was like, let's give Atarka's Command 1 more ability so that it can not just so that not only can it draw, not only can it deal damage and give all your dudes +1/+1 and reach, but let's also make it another Skullcrack, because what Modern needs is people playing 8 Skullcracks. Oh, I do think that Burn made the top 8. Not 100% on that. Alright, so I'm going to make the bold and daring play of getting my Nimble Mongoose to Threshold, bolting him and attacking, leaving my Delver back on the block. That is, world-class play right there. Because, he could only gain 7 a turn, right? This is where the Rug Delver... Oh, no, he had it. And I don't have Misdirections, which on Moto are like $1 million a piece. But my next turn I was drawing Yeah, that would have been pretty sweet. Alright, so same shit, different day. Pithing Needle is still a card that people play. Maybe I should just throw Tasigur in this deck, put in Terminates, and it becomes good. Right? That's what Magic is. So, because you know, apparently now Tasigur is the greatest card ever made. It's, you know, every set that comes out, there's a new greatest card ever made. So, let's see what's, this is a fantastic hand. I am in love. I want to make love to this hand. In the club. In the club. I want to make love to this hand. Or am I going to mull this hand? I mean, I got double Stifle, Pierce. If I draw a second land, I'm just going to play Nimble Mongoose and then win that way. This guy is slow as shit. That's how you know he's not playing Miracles. If you haven't noticed, by the way, if you look at the bottom right corner, it'll tell you the time. There's a distinct time difference between my first round and my second round. That is thanks to the Miracle Mirror matches that tend to always fucking happen. No, I'm not letting that happen. I am going to stifle that. Come on, as if my deck wasn't gonna stifle something. What'd you think? I didn't have stifles in my deck, bro? Come on. Now, the thing about Reanimator is that it doesn't play many lands. In some cases, as many as 6. Now that they force a will, I'm a little more comfortable with, you know, sticking with the 1 land and just pinging him for 1 every turn. Oh, now I have a daze. Now things just got real. Yeah, get in there, boy. Get in there. Yeah. Now what he could do is, with no lands in play, he could in theory go for the discard a card from your hand, blah 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 thing. Uh-oh, 2 mana. You know what that means. How big is my Goyf? Yeah, so he did do that. He did discard Elesh Norn, Grand, whatever. I'm going to keep up Stifle mana in case he does draw land. I hope he draws a fetch land. Let's just leave it at that. What he may have done, I don't think he played it. Did he play one in the first game? I don't think I saw Lotus Petal. Alright, 1-drops. Go get him. I don't think I saw Lotus Petal, which Lotus Petal was one of the strongest things this deck. Oh wait, I might have seen Lotus Petal. I don't know. I just know that my Nimble Mongoose are getting there. I don't care how many Elesh Norns you have. Alright, let's pull up another window because everything in this is... Oh, goody. Wait, how does Tarmogoyf not flip Delver? That's just stupid. It should be like, whenever you turn the top card of your library over during your upkeep, Delver flips, because it just seems like Delver always flips. Now it's time for the rub-ins. Just gonna put a little Goyf out there with, what is it, land, creature, instant, sorcery. Just a casual 4/5. Oh god, that's just bad. Now I know he has Reanimate in his hand, so obviously getting 1 mana is very important to him. Sadly, I have Stifle, Daze, basically Spell Pierce, and Force in my hand, so I don't think anything's getting through unless he has Besiege You, and that wouldn't even help. Alright, I will see you guys in the next round. Peace.